Amanda Kropp last updated 12:44, December 5, 2017. Work in the East Frame development show us the money the government has been warned Christchurch needs help to finish its anchor projects, or the city and wider national economy will suffer. That was the message in a briefing delivered on Tuesday by Joanna Norris, new chief executive of Christchurchz, the City Council's Tourism, Events and Economic Development Agency. Norris said finishing the anchor projects would cushion the blow as the Christchurch rebuild wound down and nationwide business confidence slowed. Christchurch's chief executive Joanna Norris says the city's anchor projects need to be completed with pace. Read more. Contractor axed after $75 million Metro sports budget blowout. Editorial: an opportunity in setback for Christchurch rebuild. East Frame public space to open early 2018. Christchurch long wait for its sports and swimming venue. Labour announces $300 million for Christchurch rebuild. Welfare, housing and environment form Labour's 100-day plan. New Christchurch arena could have solid roof and retractable playing field. Canterbury Mayor's call for government to rethink immigration changes any stagnation in the Christchurch economy, which drove the South Island economy and represented about 8% of the national economy, would have a flow-on effect, she warned. We view that underinvestment will lead to a loss of confidence. The site of the Metro sports facility, bordered by St. Asaph and Antigua Streets and Morehouse Avenue. Construction is yet to start. It is essential central government supports local authorities to complete the outstanding anchor projects with pace, and provides clear scope and timelines. The risk of uncertainty is too great. Wellington cannot take its foot off the gas. Norris said employment in the construction sector had dropped 3% in the past year, and further softening in the rebuild over the next 12 months would only be partially offset by low growth in the underlying economy. A crane working at the Central City Christchurch Convention Centre site. Because Christchurch dominated the Canterbury economy, a softening in the overall Canterbury economy was likely. This forecast, paired with falling business confidence nationwide, demonstrates the risk to central government of not adequately investing in the completion of the rebuild, she said. Crown agency Otakaro is tasked with completing 13 anchor projects such as the convention and Metro sports centres, but to date only 2 to the bus interchange and the earthquake memorial have been completed. Pre-election Labour promised a $300 million boost for the Christchurch rebuild, and Norris said new regeneration minister Megan Wood's commitment to faster progress on the Canterbury recovery needed to be backed up with appropriate funding and support from Cabinet as spending plans were fully costed. Christchurchz was working on attracting new investment, growing existing businesses and supporting entrepreneurs, but there were challenges ahead, Norris said. Visitor arrivals and spending were up, but the city's share of the tourist market was still down on the level it enjoyed before the earthquakes. For the year to the end of September, Christchurch accounted for 14%, 517,888 of all international arrivals, compared to 21% in 2010. However, analysis of travel behavior revealed concerns about visitors bypassing the city may be unjustified. Airbnb beds had grown 20% in just 18 months, and when those figures were added to commercial accommodation data, guest nights were around pre-quake levels. Norris said, the impact of disruptive technologies, as evidenced by the phenomenal growth of Airbnb, was something all businesses needed to come to grips with. Those in the retail sector will be thinking very, very carefully about the appearance of Amazon. Efforts to increase visitors during the quieter shoulder season included a new marketing campaign recently launched in Australia. Christchurchz will also announce a new major events strategy early next year following approval by the City Council. Norris said that as well as revamping the World Buskers Festival, they were exploring the possibility of a new food event, and other new events in spring and autumn. Access to migrant labour was another area of concern if Labour proceeded with its stated policy of slashing immigration levels down from the current 70,000 to between 20,000 and 30,000. Norris said that with low unemployment, many Canterbury businesses relied heavily on migrant workers to fill labour and